Hey there, guys. I just discovered something new and I got straight into recording. Okay, so I've been trying to build a SaaS for the last 1.5 years and I just could not figure out a way to make a working website for free with limited tokens. Yeah, limited tokens are a big problem, but you can get a custom domain website working and like fully for free. Okay, fully for free. Now, what do I mean by that? You still need many things, and some of them cost money. So you just gotta figure out some way to get over that. I'm just gonna share how I did it for my own personal project. Okay. Now, firstly, we all know that we can use Bolt. Okay. Bolt has a free plan that gives you 1 million tokens, and you can only use 150K per day. Okay. So it will take a little time to get your project growing. You know what I mean? It is pretty easy to set up from here on Bolt because, as you can see, that it has all the options. Okay, so you can integrate Stripe, Superbase, GitHub, Netlify, and all that stuff. But you have to understand the limit. Now, I can't work with this because it creates a lot of problems. Okay, every time I tried to code with this, okay, I had run into problems because I would either run out of tokens, I cannot do anything with it, I cannot go any further with it. So I was keep trying to make the prompts as small and as efficient as I could, but it still just wasn't working. So I came up with a plan. I also know that I can use Cursor. Okay, a Cursor gives you 2000 completions, which means I can do 2000 tasks on there. Okay, now I can also disconnect to, I can also connect to GitHub repo in Cursor. Okay, so in Cursor, I'm connected to my GitHub. Okay, keep that in mind and we'll come back to this point. Let's talk about Netlify. Okay, so this is Netlify. So I had a few projects going on here, nothing much important. This is the last one that I uploaded. It was 2 hours ago. I'm just recording it. I just discovered this way to make things happen. Okay. So remember GitHub? Yeah. Netlify can deploy your codes directly from GitHub. You can also manually do it, but I'll talk about that later. I think you're beginning to see the whole picture here. But trust me, it isn't that easy. Let me go over the plan and then I'll go over the issues. Firstly, you go into Bolt. You pitch your idea, you make everything, you make the project here, you code, you come back here every day, make iterations, improve the code as much as possible, use up all the tokens, and when you have the code, you download this. Okay, you can just click export and download that. Okay, now you've downloaded a zip file. Now you need to extract that zip file. It'll give you a folder. Now on Cursor, you need to open a folder and select that one. When you select that one, all the codes will be here. Now, initially you might go into some troubles. You need to set up maybe some environment variables and everything, but Cursor will give you the guides on how to set it up and everything. I'll just keep it as short as I can. Okay, I actually forgot to tell you a very important thing. I'm doing a voiceover now for that. You need to do some prompting. So you need to modify the code so that it is, when you import it from the GitHub repo later, which I'll show you. It's really important. You need to modify it for Netlify. Okay, I'll talk about it more later. You'll find out. Just keep that in mind. I also leave the prompts in the comments, and my Discord server, the prompts are also there. So yeah. Okay, now you need to create a new repo on your GitHub. Okay, you need to create a new repo here. Once you create that repo, you connect it with your cursor and you can push it there. Once you push it there, you can access it from here. Like, you need to add a new site and import from an existing project and select GitHub and go through all the authentication and stuff. And it'll take a few minutes and the website should be live. And okay, so this one is running on localhost, so I'm running it directly from my cursor. Okay, it's on the local, so I can make the necessary changes and stuff. Okay, and it will, I just push into GitHub. Sorry, I just push from GitHub. I can do it from here. You might need to download GitHub Desktop. You might need that, I don't know. Once you do it, you can just, whenever you push, whenever you commit, the changes you will see on your website on Netlify that will be live. Now you will be getting a custom domain. You cannot just, do everything for free and also get a custom domain. That's not possible. So with Cursor, with Bolt, with Netlify and GitHub, you integrate all these things and you just get this free website. There we go. It's really easy. It is one of my personal projects, and I've just shared like the honest opinion on this. Okay, now I'm not a professional. I don't record videos or everything. I don't do scripting and all those stuff. When I do, I make funny videos. In tech world, whatever's happening in the AI world, I make funny videos. You can check that on my channel. There's another video. So this series is for tutorials. This is where I share some hacks and stuff that I discovered that I just tumble into, and I will share everything on this playlist. I will not give much time on editing and everything. I'll just make it as raw as possible. Maybe blur out a few stuffs, and that's it. Now, a few things I want to say. These platforms, these Bolt, Netlify, and everything, these are just businesses. Okay, most of them try to add as many paywalls as possible to make them pay you for their premium tier. So, well, they're businesses. That's how they think. That's just how it is. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. You as a user, you have to figure out a way. Now, some of them are generous, some of them are not. Like Bolt gives you a 150K daily limit. Like, they could have removed that and still give you the 1 million in one shot. I don't know, maybe um I don't know actually why they did that, but you get my idea. You get what I'm trying to say. You gotta figure things out and plan to bring these free things together and make the best use of it until you can afford it. I'm most probably gonna buy the subscription at some point, but I can just do just enough to get a business set up and running, making money, and I can use that money to buy these subscriptions, and scaling from there is pretty easy, and anyone can do it. I don't know how to code. I i don't think learning how to code is really necessary. It's 2025 and AI is getting really advanced. You have to be able to use these tools. You have to be able to master these tools. Okay, and you can get a lot of things done for free today, which is a blessing. Like, I think of 10 years ago, 5 years ago, the struggle the developers had to go through. Anyway, so this is how you can get your free website working for free without paying a single penny on, like, it'll take you about maybe 7 days or 5 days to get the codes running on Bolt, and then get it on the cursor, and then like 5 or 6 days you get a live free website. That's it, I guess. See you next time I figure something out. Bye.